No, because you know what? This is part 2 and I'm going to show you what I've done this morning. I scrubbed every single tile 3 times and mopped twice.
Morning, Joe. Sorry, this will be a bit of a lecture because I need to cover it for other people. Joe has problems with her tiles, so please go and look at her original video. That's the second into. She's got red terracotta tiles in her house and they're really grubby and she wants to perk them up. Now, to start with, the origin of red tiles, I don't think those are the old original ones because they're not all square, they're patterned, was they were used in places like dairies and they were scrubbed every day. They are porous and they do attract dirt, but the idea was you had a wet floor because the evaporation kept the dairy cool because you were doing milk and cheese and cream, and you did scrub it every day because cleanliness really mattered. Fast forward to today, it's a fashion choice and it's a bugger to keep clean. Now, you can use something like this, but I wouldn't. There are 2 reasons. Number one, although it says floor polish, it's very red. It's very, very red and it goes on more like paint and it's very red. You'll end up with a bright red floor, but it is wax based and it does come up with a shine. That was very popular in the 60s. Cleaning them is a bugger. There's no way around that. Things like some of the patio cleaners work quite well with them, but the problem with that is that the things that would get them really clean are really not suitable to use inside your house because of the fumes. Agricultural hypochlorite would get those really clean, and it would also really clean your lungs, and it just don't. So just warning you though, because people will sometimes suggest things like that, and that's why you don't use them in the house. Now, things that you can do, the scrubbing, I'm afraid there's no real getting around it. It does help if you soak. You can use a chemical that I often recommend for laundry called sodium perborate, which is trying to cross the road, which is an oxygen bleach. You can make up a solution of that. Come on, Holly, cross. Leave it to sit and then mop. That will help. However, you've well on your way with your scrubbing. Make sure you soak and scrub. After you've done it, the best way to perk them up, if your grout is dingy, is to re-grout them. Whatever colour grout you use, it doesn't really matter, but if you look, that was obviously like a cement grout, it looks really dingy, it doesn't look good. Re-grouting will really help, and then you do need to put a finish. Oh God, she's found a chicken bird. You need to put a finish on them. Oh, we're going. Come on, you can't have that. Anyway, you can buy acrylic sealers or sealers that you paint on them and dry, and they bring them up to a lovely shine and they look a lot better. I'm not a fan of the acrylic ones because they're hard to get off, and where you walk they wear off, so you end up with a shiny edge and a dull middle and you can't buff them in. The best thing to use, old-fashioned floor polish. You can use something like traffic wax. You can use a sealer on them first, so you get them really clean, you sort out the grout, and then you use a sealer. You can buy proper sealers. They soak in and they help seal the terracotta from what you're about to do next, which is use traffic wax on them. Believe you me, you can overdo it, of course you can, and if you do overdo it, it will become very slippery. But a mild sheen is what you're looking for, and it will come up nicely. But like I said, they're not the original ones, and I understand why you want to keep them because they are and were very expensive. But yeah, unfortunately, there's not really an easy way around it. But a good re-grout and a sealer and a bit of polish will bring them up, and they will look better.